Guys, our beloved Kaspa is pulling back again. What the heck is going on? That's something that we are going to try to figure out in this video, and of course we are going to look at liquidity, Bitcoin, and overall market data and sentiments, of course. Guys, so welcome back to the channel. If you are new, consider subscribing, and of course nothing in this video is financial advice, just my opinions. Guys, let's actually start with TAs for Kaspa. So firstly, let's actually have a look at small time frame. Guys, so looking at small time frame, Kaspa basically shows us a couple of areas of confluence on a small time frame, right? So we can technically consider this as a double top, and now obviously the price is going towards the downside, right? We got the second 4-hourly candle that is on red. Now, another area of confluence is going to be that stochastic RSI is already in overheated zone. So let me actually pull it back a little bit. And now, guys, looking at MACD, as you can see, MACD basically goes towards bearish momentum on 4-hourly. Let's actually switch it to the daily time frame now, and let's have a look on what's going on the daily. So on a daily time frame, Kaspa is going towards these overheated levels. So that's it for Kaspa if it comes to the pump. Well, on a daily time frame, situation with MACD is looking much more bullish, and after a couple of days, basically, let's have a look. After 2 weeks of bearish momentum, Kaspa basically is going towards bullish momentum from the standpoint of MACD. So that's bullish short term. And now, guys, what we can expect short term for Kaspa? What I think, well, based on technicals only, well, probably Kaspa could see the pullback of a couple of percent to retest the zone of 11 cents 3 as a support. That is going to be 4.14% of a pullback for Kaspa. Okay, so guys, now let's have a look at Bitcoin basically, because that's obviously very, very important. So what happened with BTC? Obviously, BTC pumped on this bullish news, and now we are just retesting this zone. Oopsie doopsie. We are basically retesting this zone in here as a support. So I believe that BTC could potentially, well, pull back around less than 1% on average to actually touch this level of a support to retest this. And now, guys, let's have a look at the liquidity, okay, because that's very important, right? Of course, we do have a very bullish news for crypto holders. However, short-term picture always stays the same, right? People are over leveraging themselves with 100x longs, and they are basically being liquidated. So guys, let's have a look daily. Binance perpetual. So we've got more longs than shorts. That's the first thing for BTC. And on 7 daily picture, we've got $7.2 billion worth of longs versus how much? 2.5. So you see the ratio over here, guys, right? I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but that's definitely possible that we could see some short-term pullback. This is 12 hours for BTC. So we've got two scenarios. Retest of zone of 73,900 as a support and obviously grabbing the liquidity, or going towards 75,500. Now let me actually zoom it out to 24 hourly, and don't worry, of course we are going to have a look at our beloved Kaspa. So now what I think, of course not financial advice, what I think is that BTC is going to go towards this level and then pull back to grab this bigger block of liquidity at 74,000. So let's have a look at 74,000. 74,000, oh my goodness, I have to go back again. 74,100 for BTC. Okay, so that's going to be roughly, as you guys can see, clearly the whole support of this range. So I believe that BTC most likely is going to grab this liquidity, which can potentially pull the price of Kaspa a little bit lower. Okay, so let me zoom it out further and let's see what is the perspective of weekly, because this is definitely not out of the question that we could see some push towards the downside to grab last liquidity and then go towards parabolic run. So as you guys can see, we've got significant levels in here. This one is at 73k for BTC. However, for all of the exchanges for BTC, this is what's going on, guys. So be careful with these leverages. And now let's check our beloved Kaspa. So let's check first of all Kaspa on Binance perpetual, and then Kaspa on a 7 daily on all of the exchanges. Okay, so now everybody is longing Kaspa. We've got 5.3 million worth of longs if it comes to these leverages, and versus 2.3 million. And now, guys, let's have a look at the liquidity heat map, because that's, well, much easier, I believe, to kind of understand of where price could potentially pull towards to, right? As you guys can see, on a weekly we have no liquidity, but obviously that momentum is being built. Let's actually have a look at 12 hourly. So at 12 hourly, Kaspa could go as high as 12 cents 6, and it could also go as low as 11 cents 6. So now let's have a look at 48 hours, 4 hour below Kaspa. So we definitely have much more liquidity towards the upside for Kaspa, and the highest level in here is 12 cents 6. So let's go back to the chart and let's have a look at Kaspa 12 cents 6. So 12 cents 6 is going to be roughly in here. So price can potentially go again towards this level, but what I believe is more likely to happen is that firstly, Kaspa is going to experience this liquidity grab in here, which is probably what, 11 cents 4. Let's have a look, 11 cents 4. Which also coincides roughly with this level of a support, guys. Okay, so what I think is going to happen with Kaspa in a short-term future, basically, is that Kaspa is going to retest this level as a support and then go back here to grab this liquidity in here. Of course, guys, nothing in this video is financial advice. Just do your own research. These are just my opinions, but obviously these are just simple TAs. Now, looking at overall market, guys, everything is pumping. It's so beautiful. Finally, this is happening for crypto holders, guys. However, we are sitting on 77 greed. Okay, so from 70 basically it went to 77 within what, less than 48 hours. And now, guys, let's actually check out the tweet, well, or X, whatever, that I have found for you for Kaspa regarding this pullback, because you know, this person, basically Harris, is pointing out that we basically got a shakeout. This could potentially can be considered as a shakeout for Kaspa holders, just like we've experienced for BTC. Let me actually go back to BTC's chart and let me zoom this out, right? So this is basically the whole range where everybody, you know, was giving up on crypto and BTC and all of that, right? But that's basically why called reaccumulation schematics. So potentially something very similar is happening for Kaspa at the moment. Let me read this through. I felt it's necessary to write this one due to the recent discussions around Kaspa unfavorable price action. While I might be biased due to my conviction for Kaspa, the current price movement seems like nothing more than a classic shakeout aimed at pushing out lower conviction holders from their Kaspa bags. Here are the data. Despite Kaspa price dipping over the last 40 days, on-chain data fundamentals have stayed strong with little to no negative changes that would explain this slide. In fact, OI has remained mostly positive, showing steady demand and engagement. Inflow-outflow metrics have stayed neutral, indicating balanced buy-sell activity. This cascade seems unrelated to any fundamental changes, likely just short-term shakeout. Well, especially given the fact of what is going on, you know, now in a cycle of and where we are in the cycle, guys. Okay, so this could be the case. Okay, I'm not saying that it is right with Kaspa, but definitely it could be the case. Obviously, guys, I'm not going to say, well, there's another YouTuber that's basically saying that Kaspa is going to bear market mode. Well, I personally don't think it's going to happen. Of course, he could be right. Okay, crypto in general is risky. However, well, from the standpoint of technology, so on and so forth, obviously Kaspa is quite strong if it comes to fundamentals, guys. So obviously I cannot tell you what to do, sell or buy, do whatever the heck you want, but this is basically the picture of, you know, what is happening currently in the market, right? And also, guys, regarding these leverages, we have to look at what happened in the last 90 days, worldwide search, web search, Bitcoin, crypto. So we had the pump, okay, and now basically the momentum in terms of interest is going towards the downside because we are experiencing pullback for BTC. Well, little pullback, obviously. Guys, this is so funny. People are so short-term minded if it comes to investing into crypto. But let me zoom this thing out to, let's say, 5 years. And well, we are doing this every single day on the channel, guys. We are tracking this. As you can clearly see in here, we are nowhere near the previous peaks, okay? So this is very bullish from the standpoint of overall picture for crypto. And now guys, last but not least, make sure that you check out Tangent Wallet. Obviously, you know what they say, not your keys, not your crypto. It's definitely much better way and safer, of course, to store your crypto, especially Kaspa, because you know it's integrated with Kaspa. And of course, not only Kaspa, they got plenty different assets. So I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video. And guys, that's about it. All right, that was a very short update. I hope that it was very easy to kind of grasp and understand. And as always guys, peace and love crypto, and I will see you guys tomorrow.